Okay. Let me first write down the data and then we will do. Okay, how the question will come. So first, in this question, we are given class interval. We'll be calculating mean by step deviation method and we'll do it together. So let's see the class interval. The class intervals are 10 to 25, 25 to 40, 40 to 55, 55 to 70, and then 70 to 85 and 85 to 100. This is our class interval, and the question will typically come with the frequency. These are marks, some marks, and number of students means students who scored this marks. Okay, number of students. So the number of students are 237,666. 237,666. Okay, 237,666. This is the number of students. Okay, this much is what we all need, and let's do it together. So obviously I will first need a column which will give me my class mark. All right, I will first need a column which will do our class mark, and I hope you know what is class mark. बोलो class mark क्या था? Class mark is LCL plus UCL divided by 2. So if you add 10 with 1 minute, huh? Hello. I'm actually in a class, Maipal ji. Can we talk tomorrow morning, or because by the time I'll be over, आपको late हो जाएगा. हम कल सुबह बात करें? Okay, right. Right, I will speak to you. Don't worry. Okay, okay. Right. So if you see the class mark out here, then the class mark will be 10 plus 25 is how much, beta? 35. 35 divided by 2 is how much? 17.5. So the class mark is 17.5. And how much is the difference in each of these? Just check. The difference is 15. So 25 plus 40 is how much? 65. 65 divided by 2. 60 divided by 2 is 30. So it will be 32.5. 32.5. So this gap is exactly 15. So add 15 with 32.5. 42. 47.5. 42, 47.5. Then between 55 and 70, how much it will be? 57. Then this will be 62.5. Then 70 and 85. So if you add 15, this will be 77.5, and this will be 77, 87, 92.5. Check karo to. This is our first job. Okay. So number of students is our frequency, which is our Fi, and this is our Xi, right? Now, in order to do mean, usually we used to do what? Xi, Fi we used to do, Xi, Fi. Now that Xi, Fi we will not do, because Xi, Fi is a much complicated calculation. Have you got it? So now our first job will be to take a assume mean, right? And also we'll do the sum of Fi. Let's just do the sum of Fi. How much is this? This will be told to you, marks obtained by so many students. Let's still do 6 3s are 18, 18 plus 7, 25. So this is 30. 30 is the value of sigma Fi, 30 students. So the question itself will tell you following are the marks obtained. Now here is what I want to change. We will take a assume mean. So let the assume mean be equal to how much? I am taking assume mean as 62.5. I want at least 3-4 children to take 47.5. Anvita 47.5 le lo. Take 47.5. Le 47.5 le le. Atra. Take your assume mean as 47.5. I am taking 62.5, you take 47.5. We'll still arrive at same answer. Our next job is to calculate the deviation. Deviation, DI. This deviation is given by what, beta? This deviation will be given by xi minus a. Now here you have to be careful. My a is 62.5, your a is 47.5. ठीक है, आप अपना कीजिए, मैं अपना करूंगा. चलो, a is equal to 62.5. Right. So 62.5 xi minus a, this becomes minus 45. This becomes minus 30. This becomes minus 15. This becomes 0. This will become 15 and this will become 30. So if I do it by 15, this is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Now if I multiply 2 with 3 is negative 6. 3 into 2 is negative 6. 7 into 1 is negative 7. 0. 6 into 1 is 6 and 6 into 2 is 12. Fine. So 6 and 6 makes it minus 12, plus 12 gone, minus 7 and plus 6 is negative 1. Okay? So this one will be negative 1 divided by 30. Fine. So here it will be 62.5 plus negative 1 by 30 multiplied by 15. हो तो गया, आंसर तो आया 62.5 plus negative 0.5. 15 2s are 30. So answer is 62.07. ठीक है. Why you will not need so much of time? आओ एक साथ करते हैं. You don't need so much of time. एक तो इतना चुपचाप तुम लोग क्लास में पढ़ते हो ना. I don't know. Talking is something that is very difficult for you all. Okay, 47.5 is our assumed mean. So what is the first value you got? Minus 30, right? Minus 30, minus 15, 0, 15, 30, 45. Agreed? Divide them by 15. This becomes minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. ठीक है? 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. 7 into 0 is 0. 6 into 1 is 6. 6 into 2 is 12. And 6 into 3 is 18. Just add this up. 4 and minus 3 makes it minus 7. ठीक है? Minus 7 और 6 गया तो कितना रहा? Minus 1. Minus 1 and 12 गया तो कितना रहा? 11. 11 को 18 के साथ ऐड करेंगे तो कितना आएगा? 29. Yes or no? So your U bar is how much? Your U bar is 29 by 30. Agreed? अब यहाँ पे h डाल दो. अच्छा ये तो ठीक ही था. So this is 29 by 30. So this is plus 29 by 30 into 15. 15 से काटो इसको. 15 2s are 30. Alright? And this value is, so ये तो 47.5 है ना, वही मैं सोच रहा था, वही दिया 47.5. So 2 को 29 से करेंगे तो कितना आ जाएगा? 14 2s are 28 and 5. So 5 and 5 makes it 0. 1 plus 2 3, 3 and 7 10, 0, 1 and 1 2, 2 and 4 6. हाँ कितना टाइम लगता है? 60. आ तो गया. So this is all about mean. You can actually, if you would have taken instead of 47.5, if you take this, the calculation becomes much more easier because you land up in a very easy number. So is there any doubt in finding mean? हाँ बोलिए.
I use 77.5 and got it as 62.05.
नहीं 77.5 यूज करना गलत है. 77.5 अगर आप यूज कर रहे हैं, the idea is, then why did we not use 92.5? That is wrong. Even still you will get the answer same. Your calculation is wrong. The idea is to minimize this calculation. Look, in my case there are 2 negative 6 and 1 positive 12 gone. 1 negative 7 and 1 positive 6. So my answer becomes this number should be small. If you are taking a skewed means biased either this, and mean should always be at the midpoint. Assume mean. आंसर सही आने से भी मैं काटूंगा. what is the definition of assume mean? And assume mean is taken to lie somewhere midway between all these datas. Who asked you to go till here? Going here itself means that you are going skewed. You have not understood. How many datas are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Between these two, your assume mean should be there. If it was odd, take the middle one. Okay? Anyone, any other query on mean? So in main exams, either mean will be given, something will be missing out here, right? So let's see how we calculate mode of group data. Now, one way is mode of single data. Like the other day when I gave that example, that is not group data. That is a single data. Ungrouped data. Grouped and ungrouped, are you understanding? Say, for example, this part is not there. This part is not there. They have already given the question with this. And they ask you what is the mode. So you see that the highest frequency is 7. 47.5 is the mode. ये बच्चों के क्वेश्चन में आता है, 7, 6 में ऐसे पूछते हैं, ग्रुप नहीं रहेगा, आपको सिर्फ देगा like this and this, find the mode. So you see the highest frequency, that is the mode. But say suppose we have group data, how do we find out mode? So that we will do with a problem itself, because it makes the job much more easier. How to find mode with group data, all right? So let's take one example and let's do with that. Chaliye. For example, we are trying to do mode with grouped data. If the data is not grouped, mode is the highest frequency. But if the data is grouped, then what do we do? So the question is something like this. Family size. Family size. And with family size, we are given number of families. First, try to understand what this data says. Number of families. So family size 1 to 3 means 1 से 3 लोग वाले कितने family हैं? 7 such families. 3 to 5. 3 to 5, 8 families. 5 to 7, 2 families. 7 to 9, 2 family. 9 to 11, 1 family. Even by looking at the data, you can understand whether this data is realistic or not. एक घर में 11 लोग होने वाले घर बहुत कम होंगे, इसीलिए 1. ऐसे फैमिलीज बहुत ज्यादा मिलेंगे 1 to 3 वाले, इसलिए 7. अच्छा, इसमें हमें this is right now what we say as group data. So in the case of group data, we have to first understand there is a formula for finding out the mode. Now this formula, again, you have to remember. Now how do we remember? Okay. Before finding this formula, you have to first understand which is the modal class. Modal class is the class which is appearing with the highest number of frequency. Modal class is the class which is appearing with the highest frequency. So if you see which is the highest frequency, beta, 8 is the highest frequency. That means this is my modal class. समझ में आया? This is the modal class. So have you understood how to find the modal class? Modal class is class with highest frequency. Modal class is class with highest frequency. Identified? Right. Chaliye. Now, mode's formula and median's formula will be somehow confusing, but we have to understand how to deduce this formula. Both these formulas will have one L. L. L kyun? L stands for, see, end of the day, you have to find out mode. So, mode means the mode lies now. We say that there are 8 families with 3 to 5 members. First, understand what you're trying to find out. Mode tells you, in this problem, the mode will tell you which is the family count which is the highest. That family could be 3-member family, 4-member family, 5-member family, just because we are dealing with human beings. Have you understood? But here the data is given as 3 to 5 members. Clear? But now we know our answer should be either 3 or 4 or 5. And if we are going with decimal, it can be from anywhere from 3 to 5. Not beyond 5, not below 3. That means whatever mode I will be calculating, that has to start with a benchmark which is 3. 3 से तो शुरू होना पड़ेगा ना. This is not mode. This helps me identify the mode. Mode यहाँ पे छुपा हुआ है. What does the mode of this mean? Mode means tell me the family size which is maximum occurring in this township. 3 member, 4 member or 5 member. But since we are doing statistics, answers will come in decimal. You may get a family size of 3.3. That does not mean एक बच्चा को काट दिया है. ठीक है? So mode starts from here. So you cannot forget this L. So what does my L mean? L is the LCL of modal class. L is the LCL of my modal class. Clear? चलिए, इसके साथ कुछ ऐड होगा, 3 के साथ कुछ ऐड होगा, that can be 0 or more than 3. ये ऐड वाले को हम ऐसे लिखते हैं, just see, F F F F F, ऊपर 2 F, नीचे 3 है. समझ में आया? And this entire data has to be adjusted with that class height. So H is equal to what we call as the class height, which in our case, what is the class height? Class size or the class height. Okay, the class size or the class height. What is your class height in this problem? Tell me. Yeah, so this is the class size. The class size in our problem is 2. Have you understood how this 2 came? 5 minus 3 is 2. समझ में आया तो? Now how to decode this? This is interesting. What should you write? F minus F, F minus F minus F. ऊपर कितने F है? 2 F है. ठीक है? अब एक राइम बनाइए. 1 0 1 0 2. ये आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा. सॉरी. 1 0 1 0 2. फिर से एक बार देखते हैं. How to remember this formula? F minus F. How many F's? So 2. 1 0 1 0 2. 1 0 1 0 2. Before the exam you will remember. At least only for one statistics you have to remember it. 1 0 1 0 2. अभी इन सबको जानना पड़ेगा. ये 1 0 क्या है, 1 2 क्या है. Good. 1 is always present. 2 and 0 in the order 0 1 2. ठीक है? 1 0 1 0 2. So you want to see once again your mode. Mode will always be the lower class limit F minus F divided by F minus F minus F. So this is 2 F's. So 2. Then this is 1 0 1 0 2. And how do you see that? Thank you. 0 1 and 2. 1 is always your modal class. This is the 0 is the class before the modal class, 1 is the class after the modal class. So आइए, can you tell me the datas now? What should be F0 for our problem? Tell me what is F0? F0. F0 will be 7. What will be F1? 8. What will be F2? 2. मिल गया? अब मोड निकालना काफी आसान हो गया. चलिए आइए निकालते हैं. So our mode will be L. What is L? L. What is the L? L is 3. Very good. So 3 plus, right? F1 minus F0, 8 minus 7 divided by 2 times of F1, 2 into 8 minus F0, 7 minus F2, which is 2 into this particular figure into how much? 2. Class size is 2, right? Class size is 2. Chalo. So this is 3. 8 minus 7 is 1. 2 8s are 16. 16 minus 9 is how much? 7. And this is multiplied by 2. Right? This is plus. Sorry, this is plus. 3 plus. So finally your mode will be 7 3s are 21, all right, plus 2 divided by 7, which is 23 by 7. 7 3s are 21, so 20. 7 2s are 14, 660. 7 8s are 56, 440. 7 5s are 35. 3.285 is your mode. ठीक है? Clear? 2 is the class size. 2 को आप भूल नहीं सकते, 2 को हमेशा यूज करना है, द क्लास साइज. देखो एक बार फिर से, हमारा मोड का फॉर्मूला था, इसके साथ एक h आएगा. दिस h इज द 2. दिस h will appear in your median also. There we will be using cumulative frequency. ठीक है? Between these two, anything that you have not understood, once more, just for revision purpose, when you calculate mean and your data is grouped, आपको group data दिया हुआ है, group data. So your step should be, first you should find out xi. What is xi? Xi is class mark. After you have found xi, you should take your assume mean. Assume mean is a. Once you have found your assume mean, find your di, which is xi minus a. After that, you can find your ui, which is xi minus a divided by h, where h is equal to class interval, not mark. Class mark is this one. Then you will be finding fi ui, and after you find fi ui, you find sigma fi ui. Then you will be finding u bar. U bar will sigma fi ui divided by sigma fi. Once you have found u bar, your x bar will be assume mean plus u bar multiplied by h. This is all that you need to do for mean of group data. If you are trying to do mode with grouped data, ये लिख लो, ये दोनों लिख लो तो आपको इजी रहेगा. नंबर 1, आइडेंटिफाई model class. First you identify model class, and that is your 1. That will be the number 1. 1 means 1 as a suffix. 1 as a suffix. Once you have identified your model class, you will say mode will be equal to L plus f minus f divided by f minus f minus f 2f 10 multiplied by h, right, where L is equal to LCL of model class. F1 is equal to f of model class frequency. F0 is equal to f of class preceding model class, and f2 is equal to frequency of class succeeding model class. After this, we'll be remaining with mean, which I definitely will not do today. It will confuse you. You can do a practice problem. You have some time left. You can practice one more mean problem from your book.